1845, Shoreham Harbour Commission decided to provide funds to open a lifeboat service. The first lifeboat was a self-right pawl boat that was 30 feet long. Later, the Harbour Board gave funds for the installation of a slipway. In 1865, the RNLI took over the lifeboat cover for the Shoreham area and established the first boathouse on the Kingston beach. In 1933, the boathouse and slipway was rebuilt to accommodate the new Watson-class lifeboat. This boat stayed at Shoreham for the next 30 years. Between 1963 and 1990, there has been several types of boat at the station. In 1990, the station was supplied with one Tyne-class lifeboat. She stayed at Shoreham for 30 years until 2010. In 2008, the trustees and the RNLI set about redeveloping the station to accommodate the Tamar class, which was delivered to the station in the latter part of 2010.
Over your arms, Lindsay! That was one way of doing it. Come on lads, heave away. My name's Steve Smith. I've been a crew member since 1999. I took over as the station coxswain in 2012. We're standing in the new Shoreham Lifeboat station. It replaced the old station, which was built in 1933 and knocked down in 2008. The station we're in now has been purpose built to house the Tamar class lifeboat, which replaced the Tyne class lifeboat which we used to have. The station itself cost 4.2 million. The new boathouse opened in 2010, along with the Tamar that arrived on station later in that year. It was officially named and opened by the Duke of Kent and Princess Alexandra in 2011. The Tamar lifeboat is purpose built for a slipway and can also be in a float boat. The boat we've got on station is named the Enid Collet, which was named after the main donor who donated most of the money to purchase the lifeboat. The Tamar class boat is 16 metres long, 5 metres across the beam, has a draft of 1.4 metres. It has two engines, two Caterpillar engines, 1,000 horsepower each side, giving you 2,000 horsepower at the prop. The cost of the boat to build was 2.6 million. The boat itself takes a crew of 7, and we can go with a minimum of 5. The top speed of the lifeboat is 25 knots and the range is approximately 250 miles. In 2017 we had 67 shouts. This could comprise of rescuing people from the water, going to cargo vessels, engine failure, towing in fishing boats, jet skis having a problem, kite surfers being lost at sea, and also our D-class lifeboat also goes up the river and has rescued a few people up the river as well, taking people out of the water. From when we get the call from the Coast Guard and the pager goes off and the crew are alerted, an estimated time, we usually launch within 10 minutes. The lifeboat exercises once a week, usually on a Wednesday evening, occasionally on a Sunday morning. This is to keep the crew up to speed with the training. The main reason for this is we have 28 volunteer crew on station, and it's to give them all a fair round on the boat, make sure their training's up to speed.
With a storm at its height, a lifeboat answered the call. They pitched and they tossed till we thought they were lost as we watched from the harbour wall. Though the night was pitch black, there was no turning back, for someone was waiting out there. But each volunteer had to live with his fear as they joined in a silent prayer. Carry us home, home, home from the sea. Angels of mercy, answer our plea, and carry us home.